Well, Gogi bach, what's going on? I just come back from Gogi, and the atmosphere is absolutely febrile, Hwnti. Febrile. What's happening then? Something to do with cats, I think. But, I tell you what, it's going off there. You've heard, I know exactly what it is. Reform UK, the Brit Nats, that Sarah Potchin. She's potching again with the Welsh. Now, you know, Gogi, what she said about black and brown people on the television at Christmas. So, from a South Walian's point of view, I think Bangor University debating and political society were well within their rights to keep the Runcorn wrecker away from Bangor. Oh, well, diolch yn fawr iawn, Hwnti. Thank you for your solidarity, because, it's really set the gath among the Skithanod, the cats among the pigeons here in Bangor. But, it was quite clear that it was a student-run debating and political society that had nothing to do with the university. And I know what's coming next. The bald man of Europe, Zia Yousaf, Mohammed himself, said, we will defund you when we become the government. Well, I tell you what, there's more chances of him becoming bald than them becoming the government of the United Kingdom, because for all his faults, Sir Keir Starmer has come back with his sleeves rolled up, and in a village hall in Hertfordshire he said, I'm not walking away. So, even though he got blown out by Anis Sawar and Eluned Morgan was a bit slow to say she supported him. She said that the vote is not a referendum on Starmer. So, the poor old Welsh electorate don't know whether they're coming or going. Did you hear about the result in Abergwaun? No. Well, the Reform UK had another Frankenstein look-alike. I don't know, they seem to be obsessed. Now they've had Lee Anderson, they've got Dan Thomas. Oh, I've seen him, yeah, I've seen him darting back and forth across the second Severn crossing between his home in Bath and his parents' home in Blackwood. I know the one you're on about, yes. Well, he looks a bit like Frankenstein. And then you got Gareth Beer, and the poor man had to change his surname because Reform are supporting pubs in villages. Well, let me tell you what's happened. Plaid Cymru, the party of Wales, came first in Abergwaun. And who came second? A man called Caleb Churchill for the Liberal Democrats. Churchill beats Reform UK into third place. And I am convinced it is because their candidate again looked like Frankenstein. They seem to be going for these tall brick shithouses with big heads, and I don't know, it's like cracking walnuts. You need a sledgehammer to crack the nuts of these boomer Reform UK. Not literally, obviously, because we would never advocate violence here at the Welsh National Liberation Organisation. Oh, God forbid. God forbid, Gogi. Even though all these anonymous bot accounts, Doge Wales and Hartley Up Here, I'm convinced they're all run by the same Mid Wales farmer, from the Ellen Valley hillbilly half-twit. I'm convinced he's running half of these because they seem to be calling Rhynap Iorwerth Ron Jones. And the only person I have seen on YouTube calling Rhynap Iorwerth Ron Jones is this hillbilly half-twit from the Ellen Valley. So I think there's one man running all the Reform bot accounts, and they're sorting out all the stereotypes about Plaid Cymru and Labour, saying that Plaid are Labour's lapdog in Wales. Well, I mean, what do you bloody expect? Labour have been in power since 1999. And Wales could not have been administrated and governed if Plaid had not agreed into a coalition. Well, exactly, won't say exactly, but you know, there's a lots of misinformation going around here on the lead up to May the 7th. But again, you know, we have Gorton and Denton in Manceinion, the home, the birthplace of Lloyd George and David Wickley and Karl Klaus. Great Welshmen in their own way were all born in Manceinion. Oh, I did not know that, no. Well, you're right, and they've got this bloody Matt Goodwin. Well, he looks like a fart in a spacesuit. He looks so out of place. He looks like one of these Beau Brummel, or one of these, you know, gentlemen of the with a top hat and tails, walking through an obviously very deprived area. It looks a bit like parts of South Wales in Gorton and Denton. Gorton and Denton, yes. So that happens in a couple of weeks. So anyway, I think we're wittering a bit now, but FEBRILE, which is something to do with cats, I think, isn't it?